Hey, what's going on, guys and gals? Dan the Man coming at you from the 60s Rule Channel. And yeah, we're making good progress over here on the 34 tub there by Lindbergh. But before I show you some of the progress here, there's a couple of issues with this kit that I want to point out to you because my buddy Trevor over there at Monster Hobbies texted me, and I just realized that both of us are having the same issue with this kit, and I'll show you what it is. Actually, well, it's one issue and one other modification we made, but I'll show you what it is. And you can see here, I have the other kit, and actually, the kit that he's building is just a different variation. I mean, Lindbergh made about a dozen variations of the same mold. I mean, they're all the same molds, you know. But, you know, this issue over here that I want to show you is the body, okay? Now, you got this cowl section over here, right? So, on that one over there, I had to actually spread this apart, the body, in order to get this cowl section. This one here is not too bad, but you see it just pops right in there. And you see it has a little tension on it. It wants to keep popping up like that. But what I suggest to you before you paint this, make sure you glue this piece in first and then paint it, okay? And now the second issue, which actually is the biggest issue, this body over here doesn't want to fit over this frame, okay? Now you can see over here on the frame, I'll see if I can get a close-up. You see that, you can see that little tab that's right there, that little tab, that's where the body's supposed to sit. So when I first put the other one on over there, it sat over the back axle, okay, like this, and then it was sitting on top. You see this? It doesn't want to fit. The only way you're going to get that to fit is if you have to take the frame like this and you have to pinch it. Watch what I'm doing here, guys. I'm going to squeeze it in and see if this goes down. Okay, come on, baby. There we go. There, I just heard it click. Yeah, you got to try to do that. Well, it just snapped out again, but we'll try it again. Yeah, it should go in this time. There we go. Now it's in there. So the whole idea is to get that on there. You can see now it fits. You see the body? You see how that fits over the frame? That's the way it's supposed to go. And then you're probably going to have to glue that in. Now, you might want to paint the frame separate. So if you paint the body and you paint the frame a different color, you got to be careful because I was so afraid I was going to scratch the paint. But just so you guys know, if you're going to buy this kit and build it, be aware of this, all right? Because if you're not aware of this, after you get it painted and try to get that body on the frame, it's going to drive you cuckoo, man. I'm telling you. So let's show you what we got so far. I got the body painted, and like I said, I got it right over that tab over here. And good thing I didn't scratch the frame up, so I was lucky with that. So I got lucky. But yeah, you got to put the floorboards in, and you got to mount the front and rear suspension in there. So you might want to glue that in last. You want to try to get that body over the frame first. And yeah, we hit it with this. It's actually Vivid Orange. I'll show you over here. This is actually Vivid Orange, but I only had a little bit left in my my bottle. So what I decided to do, I mixed some rose gold over here with this and came up with this color over here, and it shot very nice. I really like this color when you hit it with a clear coat. I mean, it's not, you know, I'm not going to buff it out or anything because, you know, it's a blown touring car, and I got to get some decals to put on here because the ones that came with the kit, I mean, they're really nice vintage decals, and they're still factory sealed, but they'll probably disintegrate, you know. I mean, they're all yellow too. So what I might do is I got a bunch of these old vintage decals. I think I'm going to put them in a frame like Papa Rob did. I think that would be pretty cool and display them like that. But I got some contingency decals and numbers and, you know, class designation, you know, numbers and stuff like that in my parts, my decal folder. So we'll probably dig something out there. But yeah, I like the color. I'm really digging the color. It's pretty cool, I think. And oh, another thing too, a modification we had to make. Uh, this shifter over here. This shifter is actually molded to the transmission, okay? So when you stick the engine in the car, okay, they want you to stick it through that hole, but watch what happens when you stick it through that hole. Where's the shifter? it's 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 actually it's hiding underneath the dash over there, right? So that wasn't going to work. So what I did, I cut the shifter over here off the transmission, and I drilled a hole. Can you see that? It's right about there, that little hole right there. So now, when I put the seat in, okay, so the seat's going to go in the vehicle, and it's the shifter's going to be sitting like right about there. So this way the driver can get at least a hold of it. So, because if you put it in the location they tell you to, it's going to be like way over here. So, Lindbergh didn't think this all the way through. I mean, this is a great kit. I like the kit, man. You know, it's got a lot of engine options, and you know, but these are some of the things that you got to work out. You know, if you want to, you know, build it a little better, you know, than it came from the factory. But yeah, so the body's looking pretty good. Oh, let me show you what I did to the dash. The dash, everything was faint on here. The the mold lines and the not the mold lines, dummy. The panel lines, and then the lines over here along the dash. They were very faint, so I just sanded everything off and I put my own gauges in. So can you see that, guys? Courtesy Model Car Garage. I love those gauges and bezels, man. They're easy to put in. It's tedious, but you know, I just take my Arlen's tacky glue. You put the gauges in first, and then you put the bezels right on top of those, and then I hit it with a couple of drops of Pledge Clear to seal them up, and there you go. Instant gauges, man. I think they look pretty cool in there. What else do we do over here? Let's start with the engine over here. Yeah, I know. You wired the engine, yeah, on a 30-second scale. Boy, that was a lot of fun. Actually, I scratch built that. Let me. I don't know if I can zoom. Oh, there we go. Don't hit the camera, dummy. Come on. That distributor is scratch built, and I took some wires. Every time I do I wire up an engine, and the wires are kind of long. I save the scrap pieces, and this is one of these occasions where I needed those wires, and that worked out pretty good, you know. So I took a piece of tubing and I stuck all the wires in there and sealed the bottom of it with super glue, hold all the wires in place. And then I pinned it, and then we mounted it right in the back over there because there's no place in the, it's a blown engine, so it's got to go in the back. So, and then we use these, these whatever you call these headers over here. These are going to run right along the side of the vehicle. They give you 3 choices of headers, though. I really like these, man. They're really cool. And then we got those little injectors on top over there. I guess that's what you call them, injectors. And yeah, like I said, 3 different engine options you got on this. But came out pretty neat, I think. Looks pretty cool. And then everything on the vehicle is all chromed. I chromed everything because there's nothing chromed on this vehicle whatsoever, on this model. So we chromed out the grill too. The grill shell is all chromed out over there. And then the back side was open, so I decided to cut 2 pieces of that mesh material I have. So, it looks a little neater there, because this was just an open space over here. So we did that as well. And what else did we do? We did the roll bar over here. That's going to go in the back on the tonneau cover, which is right over here. That's we hit that with a what is that, dark yellow? Yeah, and just gave it a light coat of clear on there because I want it really like a matte finish. I might spray it with matte though if it because it looks kind of shiny to me. So I'll probably put some matte on there. But yeah, and like I said, we got the seat is done in black, solid black. And the wheels and tires came out pretty good. We chromed those as well. Those were 5-spoke inserts, we chromed it and glued them in place, hit it with flat black. And you had a couple of options there. We had 2 different wheel options. I chose this one over here. So, That's gonna look pretty neat. Let's see what it looks like. Let's put some wheels on here. Let's see what it looks like. So yeah, it's gonna look something like that, guys. So yeah, so far so good. And I think that's about it on this update over here, guys. And I want to thank Trevor over there at Monster Hobbies over there for catching that mistake, you know, and you know, informing me. So thanks a lot, Duddy. Appreciate it, man. All right, guys and gals, that's all I got for you today. Remember, ain't nothing to it but to do it. Guys, take care, be safe, and keep on building.